Welcome back to the channel. Today we got Chinese. This has been pissing a lot of people off on TikTok, but we got Chinese manufacturers expose the real cost Birkin bag, real cost to produce Hermes in Birkin, and this is a post from Alto Nero. Original link will be in the description. With that being said, what's smoking all my dragons, divine righteous, almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking. Today we're flying over to China, a place that actually honors dragons a lot. So, yeah, let's get to it. Here we go.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheim from Germany. And the third is Haas from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? The thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat sealed edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The package, now this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us.
Yeah, that's honestly, I'll just go right to the thrift store. I'm serious. Like, I don't care. And I'm happy. This makes me proud that I've always been who I am. Just someone who's not materialistic. Don't get me wrong. I had my phase when I was a teenager where I'd have some Gucci belts and I had Louis Vuitton or Hermes. I've had Hermes. But I remember when I was 19, I literally gave them all away for free. I made a Facebook post. I'm like, you know what? This is dumb. Like, I don't care. Because I seen people my age where like they were worshiping it. It became like, this is everything. Designer, just making fun of people about what not having designer or having dupes. So I ended up giving all my stuff away. This is something that people know I ain't lying about. When I was 19 years old, made a Facebook post. Hey, who wants free Gucci or Louis belts? So that's a fact. But other than that, it's crazy. Like you can't buy style anyway. You know, a lot of people could be dressed in all this designer and, you know, they could look cool. But at the same time, there's somebody who could go right to the thrift store and get even more of a, you know, get more of a bigger response from people and attract more attention because it's that's why they say style's in the DNA. So for people out there that are into fashion, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Truly into fashion. Style is in the DNA. Go right to the thrift store, get stuff for cheap. Don't even gotta do all this.
Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD, but even better quality and craftsmanship.
This Himalaya Birkin from boutique cost you 66,000 US dollars. But do you know what the real cost from our factory if we make such a bag with exactly the same material? Today, let me show you the numbers. First, the leather. This Himalaya crocodile leather is supplied by the company HCP from France. HCP is the designated supplier for those brands for their rare leathers. And one piece of this Himalaya leather costs 1,300 US dollars. For this bag of this size, it requires 3 pieces. One for the front, one for the back, and another one for the 2 sides. So 3 pieces is $3,900. And don't forget, the interior lining is imported lambskin, and the cost is about 200 US dollars. Next, the thread. Also exactly the same thread for the boutique bags, and it costs $25 for each bag. And for this bag, you see the hardware is set with diamonds, and that is $700 for this kind of hardware. Next, the coating oil. The coating oil is the most easily neglected, but the biggest factor for durability. We use the same coating oil made by the company Escalates, and the cost is $30. And the zippers. We only use the zippers of brands Riri and YKK. For each bag, the zippers cost is $350. Now we have all the materials from the same supplier for those brands. They are expensive, yes, but this is not just about money, because you have to be an entitled VIP customer to get you allowed to buy these materials from those suppliers, okay? This is not possible for any ordinary factory. And at last, although we have every part of the finest material, they do not come together into a bag themselves, do they? Still, we need the most experienced artisan of our factory to make them into a beautiful, perfect bag. So the cost for this 30-year experienced artisan's labor and skills is 700 US dollars. Now, you see the total cost for the Himalaya Birkin made with exactly the same material from the same supplier for those boutique bags by our factory is $6,000, which is roughly 1/10 of the price of the boutique ones, or a little less. You know,
The Americans losing with that. I mean, comes down to self-esteem too. Like, if you always feel like you got to have the most expensive stuff, yeah, I do think there is something. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have nice things. You know, I'm not mad at people for that, right? But when it gets to the point where you're just spending insane amounts of money on stuff that, and especially when you don't have it, like, if you got it, do what you want to do, right? Whatever. That's not even my business at that point. But when you don't even have it like that, and you just, you just spending, yeah, that's some self-esteem stuff. That means you need some type of validation. You need people to be like, oh wow, you have this. Oh man, and people know how to capitalize off people's low self-esteem.
You know what? More than 80% of our customers already have a collection of all kinds of boutique bags. You know what they told me once? They cannot distinguish our bags from their collections. That precisely demonstrates how excellent the quality of our bags is. Trust me.
In my previous video, I presented this 50 size Birkin. Many of my viewers asked me about price, and then they thought it was too expensive. Today, I'm going to explain to you why our price is not expensive, but a good bargain. This is a 50 size Birkin made of Nile crocodile skin. You know how much it cost at the boutique? 300,000 USD. A Birkin of this size requires 6 pieces of Nile crocodile skins, and the Nile crocodile skins must be as wide as 60 centimeters at least. You know, only very few of Nile crocodiles can grow such big skins. So, money is not the decisive factor for you to own it. We always think we are picking the bags, but actually bags pick us. You have to have some luck to be the chosen one, to be the owner of this bag, because it's not always available on boutique or anywhere. So if you want to be the chosen one, just take this one. This is made by us from our factory with exactly the same Nile crocodile skin as those used by Hermes. You know what our price is? Less than 1/10 of the boutique one. If you like it,
As a reptile lover, yeah, I feel some type of way. For sure. For sure.
if you want to be the chosen one owner, you know what to do. And also, for those of you who love big bags, we have many other types and designs. See, every one of these bags are made by our factory with exactly the same material, same leather as those from the boutique. And I guarantee we have even better quality. And our price is only less than 1/10 of those from the boutique. If you like them, you know what to do. Yesterday, one of my customers from Nigeria came and visited me, and they ordered 5,000 of this bag right on site. Ladies in Nigeria just love this shiny red color.
West Africa, all them resources, I need to go spend that much money. Don't even get me started.
This crocodile leather because it looks elegant and wild. Do you know how much one of these bags costs at boutique? Let me tell you, 30,000 USD. And do you know how much it costs from us? If you buy from us, only less than 1/10 of its price. And we use exactly the same leather, same hardware.
So, okay, let me get this right. So Nigerians, I mean, yeah, it's smart that they're going straight to them and getting them for the low. But at the same time, it's just like all the stuff that be made out of crocodile, and I'm just not a fan of it. Like I said, I'm a reptile lover, seriously. So I'm not a fan of that. And it's a lot of people out there that once again just too materialistic. You might be getting it for the low, which is cool. Get it for the low. Like if you get it for the low, do what you got to do. But for me, I'm just going about the intentions of people and the low self-esteem. Like, all that stuff shouldn't even matter, right? Like, it shouldn't even, I mean, you could build so much in, with this money that people are spending to go and just for a bag. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it. Okay, yeah, get it for the low, do it, whatever. But at the same time, I just feel like there's so much better ways to spend your money. But whatever, do what you want to do, whatever.
Same thread, anything exactly the same. And meanwhile, our workers, artisans are the most experienced and intelligent in the world.
Because I'm sure a lot of people who, they coming to him, getting it for the low, come to the U.S., flip it, flip it for way more. And, people in the U.S., yeah, I'm gonna get that. It's expensive, Maybe go to find some rapper, some upcoming rapper that wants to be down. And, hey, here you go. This is crazy. It's crazy work out here.
So why don't you just buy from us? Luxury can be reasonable. This bag will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today I'm going to break it down in front of you.
And the crazy thing is, so many rappers get on their songs and brag about it. I spent this and that. Okay, you're the sucker.
Step by step. First thing first, the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheimera from Germany, and the third is Haas from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one. And next, the thread. The thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat steel. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The package, this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one out of factory. But why will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD, but even better quality and craftsmanship. As you see, there are more than 700 shops selling all kinds of bags just in this one market, and there are many other markets in Guangzhou. And also there are so many factories making all kinds of bags in Guangzhou. And why you should select and buy bags from us? What is our strong suit? Let me just tell you this. Our strongest suit is that we were the real OEM factory for those luxury brands. We are the same group of people, the same group of artisans who have been making the boutique bags for those luxury brands. We know how to make them real. We know how to make them good.
Well, if bags is your thing, you know where to go to get it for the low, but not my thing. Not my thing. Hopefully that wakes a lot of people up and people start to just realize, like I said, it's cool to have expensive things, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not into that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm even trying to sit back and think, like, what is it that I like? Have I bragged about things before? Yeah, I'm human. I've had my flaws, but as I mature, I just realize more and more how much a lot of things just really doesn't matter like that. But hey, once again, you know where to get it from. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Original link in the description. And I'll be back with more soon. Much love. If you enjoyed this, definitely don't hesitate to hit that like, that subscribe, or that notification bell.